Hi everybody, it's Steven from the Fragrance Lair, and today I have for you is an unboxing and first impression. Now before I get into that, I have a community question for you guys and girls. The question is basically what kind of relates to this video. How do you feel about flankers? You can either generalize it, give specific examples, however you want to answer the question, just answer. I want to see what you guys and girls think. So basically the question is, how do you feel about flankers? Good, bad, indifferent, whatever. Just give me a, comment down below. Let me know. I'll annotate it probably either over there, over there, over there, right there, in this general area of the video. So I'll annotate it. You can see it. So, anyways, yeah, that's the question. How do you feel about flankers? Go ahead, let me know. But, anyways, the fragrance I'm doing today is I'm very hyped and interested to see what it's all about because it's a flanker to one of the original fragrances that started my collection. Hello, I'm doing a video truck, but no, I started the, my god, that truck interrupted me, but no, okay, yeah. The flanker I have is to the original Hugo Boss Bottled, one of the first fragrances that I really started collecting and getting deep involved into the community and just really learning about fragrances. It was one of my beginners, Boss Bottled. And I was kind of leaning towards getting one of the newer flankers, Intense, but I said, it's intense enough for me, and maybe at a later date I'll buy it. But this one has this flanker is completely unique in the fact that it has an ingredient that the original Intense and other flankers do not have, and that ingredient is oud. So Boss Bottled oud. So there's the packaging and all that good stuff, black box. Packaging doesn't wow me because it's really just packaging. Ooh, I smell packaging. No, I'm not here for that. I'm here for the stuff inside. But anyways, you got the stuff in front. Hugo Boss, bottled oud, 100 mLs, 3.3 fluid ounces. And every damn automobile, flying, trucks, whatever you want to call it, is in the neighborhood, bothering me in my videos. Oh dear, but anyways, yeah, so it's the front, 3.3 fluid ounces, 100 mLs, and I don't understand why, basically a little rant here, the difference between 3.3 and 3.4. I get it, but yet again, everything's 100 mLs and or 3.3 or 3.4. One or the other. I don't know why this can't be one solid number, unless there's something about it and the brands and fragrances that I just don't know what it's all about, but doesn't make any sense to me. Why does it have to be 3.3 and 3.4? But regardless, that doesn't matter. What matters is the fragrance. So got all that. You got a barcode right here. Barcodes and more information right there. And on the back, you got some stuff. I'll read it. There's a little description of the fragrance over here. I'll read it to you. So, a powerful, opulent, 100% natural oud, enriched with a Middle Eastern-inspired blend of luxurious saffron, cinnamon, and virile woody notes. So, basically, it's, the woody notes are kind of strong and masculine woody notes, of course. It is a man's fragrance, so you wouldn't put female kind of feminine notes in there, so it's masculine. That's without a doubt. And then you got some Arabic writing, some more stuff, ingredients, kind of like I guess you can say the copyright and where it was made in UK, blah, 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 blah. There we go. Top it says, Boss by Hugo Boss. Focus. You can see it. You understand, right? There we go. Okay. I got what I needed it to do. So, got all that stuff over there. So, without further ado, let's open it because I've been waiting. This is like my fourth video. I keep on messing up. So, I'm trying to go through this video without messing up and having to start over again. So, anyways, let's get into it and open it. Basic opening. Nothing really crazy. Same old, same old. And here we go. Here's the bottle. It's a carbon copy in terms of the shape, size, and everything of the original Boss Bottled, but a dark brown, dark amber colored juice slash. I don't know if it's the juice that's dark brown or if it's the bottle, or it's both. But either way, from what you see here, it's a dark, almost like chocolate brown color with a goldish off-colored cap. Cap is nicely made, nothing crazy. And then you got a is that black, or is that I can't tell. Well, for now, it is called a black atomizer with a with a lighter colored, almost brown spray atomizer thing. So, you got all that. Good, looks nice. And then you got over here, you got Boss and Bossed. And then you got Hugo Boss here, bottled oud. So Hugo Boss, bottled oud. I like the bottle a lot. I think in different ways I prefer this in the design. In other ways, I prefer the original Boss bottle in its design. This is more like kind of like darker and a little more mysterious, and it kind of shows that it has a lot of spice and depth into it, while Boss bottle has a more classy, elegant, more kind of flashy, not flashy, but just lighter design. So I like that too. I mean, they're both kind of designs. I don't care really about the design, but yeah, that's the design. There we go. Nothing really going here. Or information on the bottom. Yes, there is. You got the, basic stuff on fragrances. Nothing crazy. So, anything else really? No, that's pretty much it on the bottle. I like the bottle a lot. I mean, it's nothing. It's actually really nice. They did a great job on the bottle. I think I am leaning towards this bottle design overall, but it's close. Very close. But yet again, it's a bottle. I don't care. So, anyways, let's get into the information because we got the bottle right here. Okay? Let's get going right now. Okay, this is an Oriental Woody. The main accords. This is all Fragrantica information, so take that as you wish. The main accords. So the first one, of course, is the most voted, and the least one is the least voted in terms on what accord you get from this. So let's start off with warm, spicy, woody, oud, fruity, balsamic, and fresh. One thing I've always noticed about oud as being an accord is kind of interesting because it's one of the few ingredients that also can be an accord, because oud is so different, so unique, it's unmistakable really. So I guess it can also be a ingredient and an accord at the same time. Like warm spicy, that's an accord, but you don't have an ingredient called warm spicy. You either have cinnamon or clove or saffron, stuff like that. But oud is both an accord and an ingredient. I thought that was interesting, but anyways. Apparently you can find this on eBay and Amazon. I forgot where I got mine from. I think I got mine from Beauty Spin, I believe. I'm almost certain. Boss. I'll check on that real quick, but I'll let you know in the link down below anyways. So it doesn't really matter. But I'm not gonna worry about it. But I think I got it on Beauty Spin, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I got it on Beauty Spin. So I'll link it down below where I got it so you can look at it and possibly get it yourself. So anyways, yeah, those are the accords. Then you have, yeah, Beauty Spin. Definitely Beauty Spin. It says on a Fragrantica. I'm blind, but anyways, the majority of people like this fragrance and say it's best worn during the night in the season of winter. So the original Boss bottle was released in '98. This one was released in 2015 May, so that's a long time. I think that's like what? 17 years or something. You get the idea. 17, yeah, I think so. I'm not good at math. I'm not worried about it. But anyways, a big span of like range and dates between the original and this one. So very it's like, the brand is big in terms of how long it's been around. From 1988 to 2015. That's long. Not too many fragrances can kind of get a flanker that many years down the line. So it shows its prevalence and the original Boss bottled's legacy in the community. But anyways, so it contains 100% natural oud. Not my words. Fragrantica said it. So don't attack me if you don't believe it. So anyways, let's get into the... First, we go to the main notes according to your votes. So the first one I'm going to read is the most prevalent. It's a tie actually with the first two, and then the last one is going to be the least prevalent. So, anyways, you got oud, you got apple, sandalwood, um, cypri oil. I don't know what that is. I have to check that out. Saffron, cinnamon, clove, labdanum, and citruses. So real quick, we're gonna look up cypri oil. It looks like some kind of a pineish looking thing, or nagarmotha. It's a woody, deep, and smoky kind of leathery thing. So it's used in masculine and unisex fragrances. So it's derived from the cypress tree, not the cypress or the roots. A sedge plant. Okay, you know what? Yeah, that's basically what it is. A woody, deep, smoky kind of leather. That's basically what we're gonna say. So interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing that. But anyways, like I said, main notes: oud, apple, sandalwood, cypri oil, basically nagarmotha, saffron, cinnamon, cloves, labdanum, and citruses. So basically, we're about to spread in a little bit. The longevity on this is very long lasting, and the silage is a tie between moderate and heavy, so it seems to be fitting right in with the winter and fall kind of lasting times. So yeah, let's see, anything else on here? Longevity, yes. Silage, yeah. The top notes, we're going to be looking for apple and citrus. So apparently this is going to start off kind of fresh, supposedly, but we never know. My nose could pick up something different. Let's see, is there a perfume on this one? Fragrantica says no. Doesn't show it. So we're going to go with the fact that it does not have one. But if you know what it is, let me know. So anyways, we're going to look into this fragrance now and spray it and see what I think. Anything else in there before I get going? So basically the top is going to be fresh, the heart is going to be spicy, and the base is going to be oriental and woody. So a lot of spelling errors in here. Oh boy. But anyways, it's 12.5 minutes into the video. Holy shit, we gotta spray this and get going. We're gonna be here for a while. I apologize. I really do. So anyways, oh boy, I apologize. So let's spray it. Enough of the nonsense. We're looking for citruses, basically, and apple. See what I get. And I'll kind of see if I can show a little bit of like comparing to the original or contrasting depending on how it goes. So where's the atomizer? I'm gonna twist it to the... Alright, let's see what it goes. Decent sprayer, not terrible, but let's see. Off the top, the very, very, very first hit of this stuff has a lot of the Boss Bottled DNA in it. But then, it still carries it, but it's lingering in the background, but on a first initial blast, you get a lot of a oud saffron thing going along with it. It has the kind of medicinal-ish oud going on with it, not really the animalic or like nasty poopy oud some people have called it. It's more medicinal and dusty and woodsy than it is that kind of oud, so that's nice. But definitely what you could tell with this is the fact that they kept the original DNA of Boss Bottled and then added some oud and some spices. Some, like, you know, saffron being the main player in terms of spices. And you can get some clove in the background, but the original citrus and apple burst comes through immediately and then fades, and the spices and stuff come on and really dominate the scent. It's definitely not as sweet, and it's very, very, it's a lot more darker than the original. So if you enjoyed the original Boss Bottle because of its like sweetness, its gourmandish tones, vanilla and stuff, and you want something with a little more spice, this might not be for you, because the sweetness and the gourmandish tones of Boss Bottle, the original, excuse me, is very, very, very slight. You get the Boss Bottle DNA in here, but it's very toned. It's toned down to the point where if you love the original but you're not that into oud, you might want to avoid this. But if you can sample or get it for dirt cheap, why not? But retail, I wouldn't buy it unless you're guaranteed sure you like both Boss Bottled and apparent oud. Because some fragrances have like a kind of a laxed oud, but this oud, is very, very strong. I definitely get a Middle Eastern vibe to this one for sure, with the oud and the saffron, the clove and the cinnamon, kind of the spicy aspects of the Middle Eastern fragrances. But it also the it's very strong, but not overly strong to the point where you can't wear it. Like if you pass by somebody, they're going to be a little off put, but then after they realize it's different, they'll like it because I like it a lot. This stuff is really nice. But I'll be honest, I was hoping for it to have a little bit more Boss Bottled, a little bit, but this is kind of honestly a different fragrance in itself. Yes, it's a flanker, but at the same time, it's not a true, like, it's with like the very first spray, bam, I said before, Boss Bottled. Then everything after that, it's like 80% new, 20% different, and even 20% might be a little nice. I would say maybe 15%, and the rest is new. Well, I'm not complaining. I was hoping for something like that. But for people out there who were hoping it'd be closer to Boss Bottle with a little difference with the oud, you might not get that. You might get more or less of the oud, saffron, and spices, and very little of the original. But as it's drying down, a lot of the saffron's coming out. More, the oud is staying, and it's starting to freshen up a little bit with some more citruses and apple coming through. But if you were to tell somebody, oh, there's apple in here, some people might not buy it because apple's kind of down in the depths of this fragrance, while a lot of the top priority of this is oud and saffron. So my overall first impressions is this is a very nice, well done release by oud. Not by oud, by Boss Bottled, by Hugo Boss, my God, by Hugo Boss. Very nice, well done. Is it game changing? No. It's nice to see them do something different relative to them. Everyone else is doing oud, but I think this is one of their first kind of dippings into the oud game, especially with their designer releases. Maybe there are different things that are more high end, a lot more oud, but it was about time they added oud into their circle with Boss Bottled, because it was like, one of the, yeah, regardless. Anyways, so wow, now it's a lot more fresh. The apple is starting to come out a lot now. I would still say the oud and saffron is they're the most heavy players in this, and also the Nagarmoth is also Nagarmotha, like the woodsy, spicy leather is coming through as well. But in the sandalwood, I don't find much sandalwood in here, to be honest with you. But that's just me. So those are my overall first impressions. Now, do I prefer this one, or do I prefer the original? I'm going to have to say I prefer the original. But that's not saying anything bad about this. It's just the oud in this takes away from what I fell in love with about the original. So I wish this was a little more sweeter, but it's not. Not saying it's bad, just saying is when you buy a flanker, you're hoping to get a lot or a good amount of the original, but just a twist to it. Like Terry McGlay is different. While they keep too much of the original and not enough of a flanker-ish new vibe to it, while this completely comes out away from its original DNA for the most part and adds a lot of new qualities to it. So if you're looking for a dominant Boss Bottle with a hint of oud, maybe not your thing. But if you're looking for a completely brand new fragrance with a touch of Boss Bottle DNA, then go for this one. Those are my overall first impressions of this fragrance. So as it dries down, it's still straying away from the original because now it's still very strong with the oud and saffron and stuff and the other spicy notes and woodsy stuff. But the apple's starting to come out a lot more now, and the Boss bottled original is coming out as well. Still not to the point where you say Boss bottle, but you can see it coming. I feel like in a couple hours, this is going to be very Boss bottly. But for now, still leaning towards new, but, you know. Anyways, 20 minutes plus, we're going to call it quits here. You have my opinions. If you want more, message me, comment me on this video, and ask me questions, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. This has been my first impression and an unboxing of Hugo Boss Bottled Oud. Once again, I do prefer the original to this. I like that better, but that's my first impression and unboxing, whatever. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day or night. Appreciate it. Goodbye.